Thank you, Lord.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Powder Room Show. Yay! Woohoo! It's another fantastic morning, another fantastic day. It's Saturday, and summer is coming in here, and everybody is getting ready to, celebrate Memorial Day, which is Monday, and so many activities is going on for the weekend. So a lot of people up and about, thankful for life, thankful for, all the good things that has happened for the week, all the good things that we did, we shared, we, get new acquaintance, new ideas, new dreams, new goals, new visions. So many things happened. And of course, we may have lost a loved one. We may have, have a sick to deal with. And sometimes it comes good and then sometimes it comes bad. But in all, we are just thankful for life, thankful for being here. And we just continue to pray for those who are in need, who are in some situation, who are, dealing with a death, dealing with a loved one that is sick, or some family member that got hurt in some way. There is always some crisis. And today I didn't have a poem, but I just want to talk about humanity, talk about, you know, being human to the needs and the call of people. And, we tend to, how to put it, we tend to show our love when things are good, when things are going great for people. But what about if there is a downside of, something that is happening to someone? Are we still being that brother's keeper or sister's keeper or family keeper or whoever we want to be to that person? Are we still showing that same care, or are we moving away from that person? Are we still, trying to be there to support? What do you need help with? What finances do you need help with? And sometimes it may not be finance, but it might be a word, or maybe some sort of care, some sort of, letting them know that they are there for that person. It's all about humanity. It's all about having that heart, because nobody knows where their situation is going to end up. And I don't believe in looking down on somebody when they're in a situation. I don't believe that. I don't like doing that, right? And that is when you really know who is there for you as friends. You just know who really sticking with you as friends when you're in a situation, when you're down and out, when you going through the fire and the storm of situations. You understand? Um, it's just about caring for humanity and caring. And, despite of the struggles, we tend to push forward still, push forward because we know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light somewhere shining, even if it's a speck of light, even if it's a flashlight, you could say, it's at least it's something to bring hope to that person, you know. Um, I just want to share one or two things. And one of them is, now, I helped out at a graduation this week here, and I wrote I did write a poem about this guy in this turban, but I just want to highlight, I don't know how this guy, it was like if I was in a daze, seeing this guy. He had on a black turban. Maybe he's from India, I'm not sure. He walked, and to tell you the honest truth, I felt like if he was on a magic carpet. He was so straightforward walking, and my eyes were just like this, following him. I wanted to leave what I was doing to just run up to him. I didn't care if he was Indian or Palestinian or Arabic, Chinese, whatever he was. I just wanted to reach out to him and say, congratulations. I just wanted to tell him that, because he must have come from torn, village, running for his life from small, running and hiding. But despite of what, like I said in the poem, I say like he come through the rubbles, come through the tough boulders, and suppose if all of that did fall on top of his house, all of these, missile hit his house, and he was under the dirt, and they have to save his life, and they take him out, and he survived for a reason. He survived for a reason, because he know he had to make it. He know he had to reach somewhere. Whether he have to be on a boat going through the Ganges River, whatever, whether he had to swim to New York or swim to get to that stage, he know he had to do it, not only for his family, but for himself. And there is so many other people like him, so many people. Some people, I've seen it all, even where I'm at the school. I've seen it where people with disability walking with stick, people with, crooked knees, and they still going to get a bachelor's, and they still going to get some master's degree. And these are the people, some people would look upon them and discriminate. It have some people who will discriminate and say what they're trying to do. No, it's not a matter of what they're trying to do. They have a purpose. They have a dream, and that is what they want to follow. So nobody is alienated, or nobody is rejected, or nobody is stopped because they want to pursue a dream, pursue a course. You understand? They still see it as a way to reach somewhere. They didn't care what they have to do, what the struggles were to get where they are. You understand? And it's all about supporting that person, all about sharing and caring for that person. You understand? Don't look at the disability. Don't look at where they come from. Even if it's from Africa, if it's from a Zulu tribe, and they still want to see themselves pursuing. There was great African names in movies and theaters and dance and poetry, and these people didn't let their situation, their culture stop them from pursuing dreams. They didn't let that happen. And why should we, as a people, why should me, you, why should we let our situation stop us from pursuing our dreams? We shouldn't let that happen. We should just continue, by God's grace, trust him and trust the process of aiming to something greater, right? So when I saw the guy walking, it felt like, the magic carpet from Aladdin. I felt like he was on one of those. I felt like he was just gliding through the air above everybody, and just, or like Superman with his cape, how he flying, and I just felt like that, because just seeing him, and I was giving out cards to other graduates who was coming to line up, right? Because I was in charge of a section. And I just stopped what I was doing, and my eyes were just fixed on this guy. And I was breaking my neck to see where he went. I didn't even know where he disappeared to, somewhere in the crowd. So congratulations to him, and congratulations to all the other people who have somehow struggled to reach where they are, to graduate, to graduate and, earn this degree. You understand? They didn't care what they had to go through. They had a purpose, they had an aim, they had a vision. I've seen it so many times, so many people with disabilities, come into the school, and they are pursuing a dream, pursuing what they want in life, right? They are not giving up. No matter what setbacks, no matter what faces them, no matter what comes their way. And they just kept on going. They just kept on going because they have a desire in their heart. And we should be able to give that person support. We should be able to give that, even if it's a prayer, even if it's a word of encouragement, to let them know that they're not alone, to let them know that, hey, you have, somebody there looking out for you. Somebody there looking out for you, right? It have so many sadness, so many situations where, sometimes you start off on a purpose, start off on a path to get your degree, and somewhere down the line, obstacles happen, some situation happen, and you can't pursue it, help that person, encourage the person, make sure that person continue and finish, just in whatever little way. It's all about humanity. It's all about helping and lifting each other up. It's all about pulling that person. You reach to the top, pull that person up too. Don't just leave them hanging, Don't leave them hanging and leave them just there, struggling in that sense, but we always have to be like they say, brothers keeper, or look out for each other. But sometimes there's not enough of that. There is not enough of that. This world has come so filled with greed. I reached to the top, I got what I had to get, and that's it. I don't care about nobody else. And that is how the mindset is. The mindset of greed, the mindset of selfishness, the mindset of, it's all about me. No, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. You understand? Because every one of us is fighting a battle. Every one of us is going through some situation. And if we continue to act and think like that, how far would we reach? How far would we, be as a people with some sort of care and love in our hearts? How would we pursue that? How would we be able to give and share if we continue and saying it's all about me, it's all about, that ain't gonna work. Sometimes, even it has some people that fuss over little things. How much money they spend on this? It's me, is I spend it, and fussing about little things. All them things doesn't mean anything at all. Sometimes we just have to take that moment to care, that moment to share, that moment to be of help to somebody or someone. You may not be able to save the whole world, but we at least could act human, act in a way of responsibility, being responsive and being caring to somebody's need and helping, These students that graduated, I know they have financial issues. The parents could have helped them to some extent. Sometimes they have to do 3 jobs just to make it because they want to have that diploma, that certificate in their hand. They want to get that bachelor's, and then they want to move on to the master's, and they didn't have it easy. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. They just want to make it. They just want to prove that they could do something and be somebody. You understand? And they felt so proud receiving that certificate, hearing their name called. And it's not only for graduates, it's for us too, as it could be anything that we are doing, anything that we pursuing. Might be being an author, being a poet, whatever, like how I do art, I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be with my art. I know there is more for me to do. There is more for me to reach out to. There is more poet to go out there and speak, Sometimes I'm a little laid back. I'm a little laid back. I blame myself. But am I giving up? No, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Because I know at the end of the day, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to reach. You know, whether or not I get support, whether or not I ain't get, I know I have a purpose and an aim. And that is where I'm going. I'm not letting any negative stop me. Talk about negative. I've been through it. I've been through that. Negative words. I've been through it. And let me tell you something. You see this? I'm not letting this smile go. You know, that's why people say they could never tell what's going on with me because I always smiling, which is true. And it keeps me looking younger, right? Right. If I say I'm 60 years old, you'll go believe that? Nah, just joking. I'm not really almost 60, you know, but, you know, it's, you just have to keep smiling and keep going and keep pursuing, you know, because you have an aim and a purpose. You have that love in your heart to share. You have that, you know, I mean, I've been through some down experiences. I fell down, yes. I fell down and it was hard to get up, but I know, I keep saying, I have to get up. I have to move. I have to keep going. And these are the words well, most likely everybody would say, you know, I have to move. I can't stay here. I have to keep going. And these are the words, these are affirmations that you keep telling yourself, you know. For instance, like these, well, Monday we celebrated Memorial Day, which is fallen soldiers that have lost their lives in war. I am sure when they set out to fight for America, fight for the country, they wanted to do that. They wanted to fight, right? Because they had an aim and a purpose, and this is what they're going and deliver. This is what they're going after the enemy. They're going after, you know, to kill the enemy, to keep the preservation of of America, you know, to fight for your country, to feel proud that you did something, even though you died or whatever, or you end up with no legs, or you're in a wheelchair, you lost your limbs, you know, you can't speak, whatever it was, they did something for this country. They did something for America. And not only America, it have a lot of soldiers, army people fighting for their country also, you know. Even back home, Trinidad, Tubal, Buzz, Uriah, you know, Butler, he fought for the workers. He fought for the workers. Imagine that. He stood up and fought for the workers. It had a lot of riots, and I think this happened in the 1970s. It had a lot of riots and stuff, but he did something. He wanted to prove that, hey, these people need help, and I need to stand up for something. So he stand up for the people, and he fought. He got arrested, and all sorts of things happened. But he had an aim. He had a purpose at what he wanted to do for Trinidad and Tobago. He wanted to do it. You understand? There are so many leaders that voice their concern for my country of Trinidad and Tobago and stood up, whether good, bad, whatever little they do, say thank God, they did something. You know, whatever they fought for, thank God, they did something, right? So we always have to, you know, kind of be appreciative, you know, of things that people do, whether you like them, you like them, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. They did something. They did something. And we always have to keep in mind as a people where we stand, where we come from. It's all about having a human heart, being there to support, being there to encourage, right? These soldiers going out to fight for the country, the family, they're wishing them well. The family don't know if they will see them again. You know, so it takes a lot, you know. These people who disabled, they want to succeed in their courses and their, you know, dream of getting a bachelor's or a master's, and they have the support. It's all about having that support, having that backbone structure of someone being there for you, someone being there to, you know, saying, yes, I care. I will help you along the way. I will show you, you know, and It takes a lot. It's a lot. And, you know, like I said in my show before, this world is so sad, but we cannot be, sad like the world, or we cannot be greedy like the world. We cannot be unloved and have unlovedness and unkindness and all this stuff in our hearts because the world is like that. So what? The world like that. So what? No, it's not a matter of so what. It's a matter of being careful and being caring and being understanding. You know, it's all about humanity and showing care because nobody knows where they will end up. So you don't look down at a person and discriminate that person and say, okay, because that person is able, they go in for the course or whatever, and you discriminate. No, you don't know what talent that person have. Just support that person, even if you have to give them a word of encouragement. It's all about support, and it's all about, just, understanding the needs of humanity, of being human. It's not always about money and what I could get from this person or what I could do for this person to get money. And no, we had to really kind of change all of that. We had to really change all of that, and start to see things in a different light, see things in a different light. So like I was saying with that graduate, that guy, I proud of him. He have an Indian descent. But so what? I'm Black, I have race. So, what does that say? I'm still human. When you cut me, you see blood. It's not blue or pink, it's red. And red blood flows from everybody's veins. So it's a matter of not color or race or whatever. It's just showing that care and humanity to people and showing that care and humanity, where is it? Where is it? Why it is that we have to search for that? Why it is we have to find that somewhere? Why can't we have it in our hearts to just understand, people need situation and just kind of like, just care for that person or show that person something because you're already in a situation. Why make it worse? You understand? You already have a disability. Why make it worse? Sometimes I don't have much of a, the only thing with me, I'm very nearsighted. I wear my lenses are very thick, right? You may not see it because they fixed it in a way. But you remember, I remember a time when I now started to get glasses. All this, it was so thick. These lenses was thick. You could have seen, even though it had the frame, but you could have seen the thickness of my lens. These were the glasses I was wearing. And I was like, my gosh, look at these. I still have the pair of glasses somewhere, And I used to feel a how with that growing up. I used to feel, oh my gosh, look at me with these thick glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was maybe 10 years old, and it never stopped. I ended up developing glaucoma in my eyes, right? So I had to be taking drops and stuff. But is that stopping me from being a poet? Is that stopping me from being an artist? No, it's not. And I don't even take it on. I don't take it on. I end up getting a little high blood pressure. I don't even take it on because I do exercise. I make sure I lift my weights because I know I want to be better. Because I know I want to portray my artwork on a building. I want to see my artwork on buildings. I want to see my poet. I'll be on the stage just the other day. One of the curators for the African American Museum asked me if I'm ready to go on the stage. And I was like, me? Go on the stage, But I was like, yes, why not me? Why not me going on a stage to perform one of my poems? Why not me showing my artwork on a building? Why not me? And why not you pursuing whatever you have, not letting discrimination or any kind of persecution or any kind of disability stop you from reaching where you want to reach, why not you also? So that's why I'm saying, why not me? Of course, of course. Who knows? Well, of course, you will hear me on the news, huh? Don't worry, all you go hear me on the news. Okay, soon to come, right? And this is how you have to see yourself. You see yourself on the news, whether on the news, in a magazine, or just being announced somewhere, or even on a billboard. You never know where you could reach, right? So I saying I am proud for all who pursuing their dreams, whether they have disability, whether they have any kind of issues, and they're still trying to reach forward because of what? Love and humanity, being human. And that is what this world needs. We need to be human sometimes. We don't need to, with all that is going on with guns and killing and murders and rape and all this kind of craziness. If we look to study, yes, it's true, it's sad. The news is sad, but we just have to keep pursuing our dreams and don't ever stop and have a little humanness in us, have a little care and a love for one another and don't look down. And when somebody in a situation, that is when you want to treat them bad. No, you understand? You don't do that. You want to tell the person off because they done down already, but you want to show them more that, hey, that is where you need to be, which is down. No, they have to be up. So they want words to lift them up. They want words to encourage them. They want words that can keep them afloat. You understand? And these are the things we as humans need to consider. All right? So it's just a matter of just being, cordial, being kind, being peaceful, being, loving, and don't be greedy. Don't be greedy and it's all about me and it's what I get to achieve and reach this. Hey, come on. You could be shut down, You could, the same way you're boasting and you're thinking up yourself, you could come down, like them building, and then when they fall on, you could fall on just the same way. So we always have to lift up each other, encourage each other, and we should never be asking where humanity is, where that love is, where that, humanness in us, because, hey, God created us and this is what he wants from us. Somebody in a situation, they're graduating, disability, whatever, congratulate them, lift them up. Somebody pursuing a dream, they want to be an artist, a record artist, singing, dancing, whatever, show them support, give them that love and that attention that they need, even if it's a word of encouragement, to just keep them afloat, because we all need it. We all need it. We all need that word to keep us uplifted. You understand? And we just have to just be mindful of how we say things, because I have been very careful of how I say things, how I talk about things, how I'm trying my best to be, because not everybody is going to be like you. Not everybody is going to be like you. All right? So remember to be mindful. Remember to have that human side. Let us not be greedy now. Oh, God. Let's leave stuff for everybody to take, to be a part of. Let's kind of like share and care and, really try to be that human. We need more of that. We need more of that. Somebody graduating, they have a disability. Hey, give them support. Word of encouragement. Just like how I see that guy going with the turban, just gliding along. I wish I could have run up and give him a hug. You understand? And tell him congratulations. You understand? But we all need that support and that care, and we all need to show that love and care. As I say, it's all about humanity. And as it's Memorial Day, I just want to, whoever is listening, I just want to say thank you to the soldiers that have fought, for America. They died and, they are gone, but not forgotten. So happy Memorial Day to those who are listening, and even to us as a people, let's try and, work together and see how best we can help each other and uplift each other moving forward. All right. So on that note, I thank God for this program. Thank God for him bringing this topic. And we hope that we can do better as a people and continue to strive and love and have that human side and humanity side of us, to care and share and uplift people, uplift each other, because everyone is fighting a battle and we all need to pull up each other. All right. Not bring down each other, but lift each other up. All right. So as I said, if you want to support, if you want to be a sponsor for the program, you can Facebook Messenger me. My name is Liselle Powder. Regarding my artwork, this is another piece, Powder Room Arts on Instagram or Powder Room 49. So on that note, it's bye for now. See you all next week. Until. Woo!
Woo, woo.
Woo! Yay!